US. But strikes on Venezuela trigger global outcry. The international community has reacted sharply to the United States military strikes on Venezuela, an operation that reportedly led to the detention of President Nicolas Maduro and a sudden shift in the country's political situation. The action has triggered widespread diplomatic responses, exposing deep global divisions over the use of force, sovereignty, and international law. Latin America voices strong opposition. Several Latin American nations strongly condemned the US action, calling it a violation of Venezuela's sovereignty and a dangerous precedent for the region. Colombia warned that military intervention could destabilize South America and worsen the humanitarian situation. Mexico emphasized its long-standing principle of non-interference, urging respect for international law and peaceful dialogue. Cuba denounced the strikes as an act of aggression and demanded an immediate international response. Other regional governments expressed concern over potential refugee movements, economic disruption, and long-term instability. Global powers raised legal and security concerns. Major world powers reacted with alarm. China strongly condemned the strikes, stating that they violated the principles of sovereignty and the United Nations Charter. Russia described the action as armed aggression and warned that it could escalate global tensions. Iran also criticized the operation, calling it an unlawful use of force. South Africa urged the United Nations Security Council to convene urgently to address the crisis and prevent further escalation. Europe calls for restraint and diplomacy. European reactions were more cautious but critical. The European Union called for restraint, stressing the importance of international law and political solutions led by Venezuelans themselves. The United Kingdom clarified that it was not involved in the strikes and emphasized the need for de-escalation. France and Italy expressed concern that foreign military intervention could undermine international norms and fail to deliver lasting political stability. Spain offered to support mediation efforts aimed at a peaceful resolution. Mixed responses elsewhere. Some governments took a pragmatic stance. Argentina welcomed the end of Maduro's rule, describing it as an opportunity for democratic transition, though it avoided openly endorsing military intervention. Several Caribbean and Middle Eastern countries called for calm, dialogue, and protection of civilians. Human rights organizations raised alarms about the potential impact on civilians and urged all parties to uphold international humanitarian law. US position. The US administration defended the operation as necessary to protect democracy and regional security, arguing that years of political and economic crisis in Venezuela required decisive action. Officials stated that the goal was to support a transition toward democratic governance. Conclusion. The US strikes on Venezuela have sparked one of the most polarized global reactions in recent years. While a few leaders see the developments as a chance for political change, many countries warn that military intervention risks violating international law, destabilizing the region, and undermining global order. As diplomatic efforts continue, the situation remains fluid and closely watched by the international community. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe to our channel to support verified responsible journalism.